Well, g'day, how you going? This is Tom from Inspire Landscapes, and I've had a few people ask me how do you add watermarks in Lightroom so that when you export your photographs, you have your watermark or your logo on the photograph. It's pretty simple. I'm going to step you through it, and feel free to just contact me or comment here if you're unsure as to what I've done here. But we've got this image here. I'm using Lightroom 6, okay? It's October, November 2016, 15. Jeez, don't even know what date it is. Hey, let's go to File Export here. When you export your photograph, you have all of these different options available, right? Not interested in anything here at the moment other than watermarking, okay? Now I've set mine up so that I put a nice white logo in the bottom right-hand corner here, and I've called it Inspire White right-hand side RHS. But let's just say that wasn't set up and I wanted to do edit. What I do is I wanted to put my logo in there. I click edit watermarks and it comes up with this watermarking editor. And it says up here in the top right hand corner, image options, watermark style. Do I want to do text or do I want to do a graphic? I want to do a graphic because I'm going to add my logo. Now, if you want to do a text and all you want to do is just put in your name here, that's easy enough. You just go down here into this white box in the bottom left hand corner and you just type in your name, Tom Pad or Inspire Landscapes, and you can change the font of this however you want, okay? But in this particular case, we're going to do a graphic, we're going to do a logo because it's a little bit more complicated and it just shows you everything, okay? So it says please choose a PNG or JPEG file. Now what you want to do is, say for example you've set this up in Photoshop. Here's Photoshop. I've got a layered file here. It's just a simple white background with two words in it, Inspire Landscapes. That's my logo, right? If I go to save this as a JPEG file, it wants to flatten it and it wants to keep that white background. Now I don't want that. All I want is basically that. Now the checkerboard shows a transparent file. It's just showing me the Inspire and the landscapes with a clear background behind it. That's what I want. Now if you save that as a TIFF or a JPEG, it's going to flatten the image and it's going to show that white background. You don't want that. So you save it as a PNG file, okay? Save it as a PNG file. Let's just save it to the desktop. Let's click save there, and that will just save that as a PNG file, okay? When we go back here to Lightroom for our watermarking and we go choose, and we say, yeah, let's choose that PNG file. As you can see here, now when it's inserted it into this image, you can see it's just the words, nothing else. There's no white background, okay? That's the option there you get when you're obviously doing a PNG file. Now, you can change the opacity. So, okay, you can change the, not the clarity so much, but I guess the watermark and the effect there through this slider here, opacity, okay? Most people have it around 50%. I have it 100 just because I like it to show it off. You can change the size of it, as you can see here. But you can also change where it sits. So for example, you can have it sit, a little higher up or a little further in, wherever you want it. Here, the anchor also here shows you where do you want it to sit. Top left-hand corner, right in the middle. I prefer mine just down the bottom right-hand corner there, okay? So that will show you how far you can insert it in from the edge as well, okay? And obviously the size of it. And if we wanted to drop the opacity, we can do that as well, okay? So all those things are possible through this editor. And then we just click save, and that will save it. Or you can save current settings as a new preset. Let's just go Inspire Lightroom 2015. Okay, save that as a new watermarking editor. Okay, click done. Now, when we come to then export the file here in Lightroom, okay, let's just close Photoshop in the background there. Here we are back in Lightroom, and what we're saying to ourselves is, all right, what watermark do I want to add to that? I've got several set up there, but this is the one I've just created, Inspire LR 2015. Let's just see where I'm exporting this to. Click export. Up here in the top left hand corner, it's exporting this one file to my desktop, okay, with that black watermark in the background there. Let's just go here to my desktop, and there is the file with the watermark down the bottom, just as I had it there, okay? Now you can set up multiple watermarks in here based on whether or not you want that logo to be sitting, in the bottom right hand corner, in the left hand corner. You may want to set that up simply because sometimes, like say with a black logo like I included there, imagine if this image was predominantly black. All of a sudden when I put the black logo in there, it's going to get lost in the corner, for example. So I have them set up so I have a white and a black logo, and I have it right hand side, left hand side generally, and so I can swap it around depending on where it's going to show up the best. I hope that makes sense. Hope you've enjoyed that. Feel free to ask any questions. This is Tom from Inspire Landscapes.